All right, if you are looking to kick some unhealthy habits or unlock some greater focus and creativity in pursuit of your goals, I think meditation can help you. And the good news is you can learn to do it and reap the benefits of it in just 1 minute a day. That's how I learned over 10 years ago. And back then, I grew up diagnosed with ADHD and was medicated for it. And among that and other things, I struggled with some addictions. I struggled with being able to focus and produce and be motivated to produce in the creative realm. I knew I was creative, but I struggled to kind of put that to good use. And I struggled with some eating habits because I had health problems and I needed to eat healthy. And, it was difficult to stay on track with that all the time. And so one day I decided, I should start meditating. And I decided I would start with just 1 minute a day so that it would be easy. And as a result, now I'm a non-smoker. I have a very pleasurable and healthy diet and pattern of eating that doesn't require any willpower. And I tend to be a wellspring of ideas and creativity day in and day out in my business. So I don't owe all of that to meditation, but that produced some great changes in my life very quickly. And so here's 3 different ways that you can get started with meditation in just 1 minute per day. The first one is what we'll call Ujjayi breathing and empty mind. And the easiest way to describe Ujjayi breathing is you imagine that you're fogging up a piece of glass with your breath like this. But while you're doing that, you want to close your mouth so that the air actually comes out through your nostrils like this. But your throat is still kind of constricted the way it was when you're kind of trying to create that hot breath when you're blowing on the glass, right? And so when you're breathing out, it's like this. And when you're breathing in, same thing. You keep your throat constricted, you keep your mouth closed, but you allow the air to come in through your nostrils, and it's going to still sound a bit like the ocean. And it'll take some practice to kind of get used to this style of breathing, but once you get it, you can really slow it down and you can slow your rate of breathing, and it'll help you enter a very calm and meditative state. And while you're doing that, set a timer for 1 minute, and you just want to aim at clearing your mind. Don't think about anything, just focus on the sensation of your breath coming in through your nose and filling up your lungs, and then out through your nose as you exhale. And anytime thoughts come to mind, you don't judge, you just notice it. Hey, that's a thought. Let me get back to focusing on my breath. And that's the goal, is to not judge yourself and just focus on the breath and notice each time you move away from focusing on your breath and return to it. Very simple. And with each one of these meditations, I think you'll find that pretty quickly 1 minute starts to feel like too short or too soon. And so that's the goal with this. It's a very easy thing to commit to every single day, and you do it every single day, and eventually with time, it'll become too short, and then you extend the time. You can go up to 3 minutes, you can go up to 5 minutes, whatever. And so same thing with this next one, which we'll call, I don't know what it's actually called, but we'll just call it like the river of thoughts. I learned this one from my friend Joe Landis. And basically what you do is you just sit. Again, you're going to set your timer for 1 minute. And you close your eyes. You can do the Ujjayi breathing if you want, or just breathe normal. And the goal is to imagine a the flow of a river coming towards you. And it's coming towards you, and it's kind of like washing through your mind as your eyes are closed, if you can visualize this. And you might even imagine, some big boulders sticking out of the river, and you can imagine the water kind of flowing around these rocks and just washing over them as it passes through your mind. And in this form of meditation, you kind of allow the thoughts to come, and you allow those thoughts to become that river in your mind. And as those thoughts come, they just wash over your mind like the rocks and out the back. And you may have dozens or hundreds or thousands of thoughts, but you don't latch on to any one of them. You just allow them to all flow and let them go. And anytime you find yourself, again, fixating on any one, you notice it and return back to letting them flow in and out of your mind for the duration of the 1 minute timer that you've set. And then this last form of meditation, again, set the timer for 1 minute. I learned from Jack Kornfield. It's called Tender Loving Kindness. It's a bit of a Buddhist teaching. And this one, all you do is you focus on someone that you love or you care about or who's a friend of yours, and you find it very easy for you to wish the best of them. And you kind of imagine their face, and in your mind you just repeat this mantra: may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well, and may you be loved. And you just sort of let that feeling wash over you, and let that feeling kind of fill your heart and expand out. And you might do that a couple times and just see how it feels, and it might feel really good. But then you want to switch your focus on to yourself. And so you might imagine that you're having this out-of-a-body experience, and you imagine yourself sitting in front of you. Maybe you're looking over yourself from behind and just wishing yourself well. Again, may you be happy, healthy, well, and loved. And try to experience some genuine care and love for yourself. Oftentimes we're the most critical of ourselves. And so this one can actually be a little bit harder than when we're focusing on a friend. And then kind of the third level of this one, if you have time in your 1 minute, is to think about someone that you don't like and extend that same tender, loving kindness to them. And the goal of this exercise is to see the good in others and see the good in ourselves. Not to overlook the difficulties of life or to overlook, give harmful people the benefit of the doubt, but it's to make sure difficult things don't have power over us anymore, and also to kind of bring more love and kindness into our life, into our relationship with our friends and with ourselves, and again with the people that we don't like, so that those difficult feelings don't have so much power over us. And so those are 3 different ways that you can begin meditating in just 1 minute a day, as I mentioned before, and push the limits on that. If after 1 or 2 or 3 days it feels like it's too short, continue for the rest of the week with the 1 minute, so that you're building that habit and so that it's really easy, and then up it to 3 minutes or 5 minutes. And once you up the duration, if you find that you're encountering any resistance to it, you can scale it back down to that 1 minute, and then just say, hey, at least I did it today, even if it was shorter. And so I hope this video helps you on your journey towards learning to meditate. And if it does, and you liked it, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and you can look forward to more personal development content here on this channel in the future. My name's Kevin Hood. Lots of love. Have a good day.